let us get into the motherfucking patch notes for KMS version 12353. ChuChu Food Festival. So last week, like I told you, we had the Tespia notes, and this week, like I also told you, we were going to get the full test note. And unlike I told you, I was probably going to be late with them. Now I'm not, because these are, well, I guess I am, because they were for 2 days ago. Fuck. But not super late. We're catching up, all right? Yeah, so this came out September 8th, and we have the full patch notes with a beautiful background and a video. With subtitles, I think? No, wait. Wrong video. This video. Which Steve translated, I believe.
모든 생명의 어머니, 초자 알리샤.
Oh god.
안녕? 나는 알리샤야. GM 놀이가 아니라서 놀랐어? 더 시드 개편이 있는 만큼 오늘은 나 알리샤가 업데이트 소식을 전해줄게.
Our game will get taken seriously soon, guys. No worry. Everyone will notice this game now.
메이플 월드를 위해 힘써준 용사님들을 생각하며 특별히 준비했다는 추추 푸드 페스티벌. 다 너무 맛있어 보이는데? 무토가 아주 작아졌지 뭐야? 무토는 항상 바깥 세상을 궁금해했는데 이번
Oh my god.
무토와 함께 메이플 월드
Baby Muto with a pacifier.
주간 사냥 미션을 달성 후 음료 주기 버튼을 클릭하면 원하는 스킬 레벨을 올릴 수 있고 무토의 레벨도 올라서 무토도 점점 성장할 거야.
Uh-oh. He's growing.
페스티벌에 빠질 수 없는 햄버거.
Wait, he's in the background. I can see him.
최대 5개의 캐릭터의 합산 점수를 기준으로
Very American minigame. Five Guys, Burger and Fries.
캐릭터도 열심히 응원해줘. 병아리 3남매는 페스티벌을 위해 식재료를 열심히 모으고 있대. 병아리 3남매와 함께 사냥을 하며 추추 코인 획득은 물론 특별한 풀코스 배달 요리를 함께 즐겨볼까?
An étagère with cake.
심이와 함께 샌드위치도 만들 수 있어. 맛있는 샌드위치를 만들면 추룹 코인을 얻는데 이 추룹 코인으로 성장의 비약을 구매할 수 있으니 잊지 말고 꼭 만들어야 해.
Ooh, level up potion.
페스티벌을 즐기다 보면 추추 코인이 모아질 거야.
Coins.
추추 코인으로 마음에 드는 아이템을 골라봐.
Popcorn. Gummy bears.
올해 초 진행되었던 간담회에서 더시드 관련해 많은 의견을 주었지.
Tower of Oz feedback.
매우 기쁜 일이야. 자, 먼저 악명 높은 43층을 포함해서 지금까지 플레이하기 힘들거나 불편했던 층들이 많았지. 새롭게 개편된 7층과 43층을 포함해서 많은 층들이 수정된다고 하니 보다 즐겁게 도전해봐. 그뿐 아니라 보상도 함께 바뀌었어. 반지 상자에서 나오는 보상들이 각 등급에 맞게 조정되고 깨진 상자 조각 100개를 모아서 보다 높은 확률로 스킬 반지를 획득할 수 있는
100.
빛나는 반지 상자가 추가되었어. 또 코인숍에 신규 물품이 추가되고 랭킹 보상이 개편되었지.
New items? Yes.
아이템들이 참 많지?
Lots of cool items.
거기에
That aura is from high ranking, by the way.
페이지 슬롯 확장 비용 조정, 신규 업적 추가, 각종 편의성
New
개선
achievements.
용사님들이 요청해준 여러 가지 사항들은 물론 더 시드를 보다 즐겁게 즐길 수 있는 여러 가지 변경 사항들을 가득 준비했다고 해.
The seed.
어때? 멋지지? 올해부터 어빌리티 난이도 완화를 순서대로 진행해 오고 있는데 이번 9월에는 유니크, 레전드리 등급에서 두세 번째 어빌리티가 더 높은 등급이 부여될 수 있게 수정되고 에픽 등급에서 명성 치료도 크리티컬 확률 옵션이 등장하도록 조정됐어. 어빌리티 난이도 완화를 위해 계속해서 개선해 나간다고 하니 지켜보자고.
Imagine going for crit rate on
기간
epic.
만료된 특수 코어는 이제 사라지지 않아. 앞으로는
Special nodes do not disappear anymore when they expire.
1차 토론 주제에
So you don't lose your 50
개발자
shards.
코멘트대로 아케인 리버 각 지역 자파
Drop
상점에서
droplets in Reboot for sale.
물방울석을 매소로 상시 구매할 수 있게 됐어. 게다가
Beautiful.
아케인 리버 지역 자파 상점에 물품도 새롭게 추가되고
This shop is a banger now, dude.
가방까지 매소로 획득할 수
Look at all
있다고.
these items. Oh,
또 길드 스킬도 개선하고 몬스터 파크 배지도 매소로 구매할 수 있게 되었으니
I can't believe they didn't change the price. This is so expensive.
좀더 수월해질 거야. 이번에 개편되는 소식이 정말 많네. 12월 29일까지 진행되는 페어리 브로의
Hey, we have that too.
마차에서는 귀여운 라이딩과 성장의 비약? 잘못 본 거 아니지?
What was the big
극한
one?
성장의 비약도 획득할 수 있어. 버닝월드는 잘 즐겼어? 이제 버닝월드 리프가 시작돼. 참여할 캐릭터는 꼭 130레벨 이상 달성하고 캐시 보관함.
Yeah, burning in KMS is only up until 130.
보관함에 있는 아이템을
Ours are 150.
미리 인벤토리로 꼭 옮겨줘. 그리고 베라, 오로라 월드로 이동하면 특별한 추가 혜택도 있다고 하니까 참고하고. 9월 13일까지
If you go to a dead server, you get bonus.
많이 부탁해. 참. 그리고
Oh, the next discussion is already on the 13th. Okay.
미션을 달성하면
So we'll probably have the translations for that next week.
놓치지 말고 꼭 받길 바래.
The fuck?
매주 일요일 썬데이 메이플도 잊지 말고.
Okay.
추추 푸드 페스티벌 정말 귀엽지 않아? 그리고 무엇보다 그동안 더시드 탐 없이 불편했던 부분들이 많이 개편되어서 다행이야. 이제는 탐험이 더욱 수월해지겠지? 앞으로 더시드는 물론 메이플 재밌게 즐겨줘.
Enjoy the seed.
그럼 진짜 안녕.
안녕. Enjoy the seed. Thank you. I will enjoy the seed. What the fuck? Rachel Legends? Get out of here. All right. So we saw most of it. We saw the pre-patch stuff last week. I don't think they changed all that much versus last week, but we'll see. So 2 new floors, 7 and 43. That's what they talked about. And then they changed a whole bunch of floors. All floors other than shelters. When you enter 12, 17, 22, 23, 27, any job writing skills will be deactivated. Floor 10, 20, and 30 boss monsters' HP has been increased. I think they were kind of scaled down and pretty weak, to be perfectly honest. Where it's probably warranted. And then just rework after rework. They basically just asked the players for feedback, and anything they saw multiple times, they just threw that all in. So it's unironically like 40 of the floors or something. What is it, like 30? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28 floors in some way were a little bit redone. So, yeah. They do want people to be more active in the content, and they listen to the community a lot on their feedback. I guess we'll see in the upcoming week if, you know, the community is actually really happy with it in KMS or not so much. But typically, if they're okay with it, we don't hear anything. If they're pissed, we hear about it. So, no news is good news at this in this scenario. Are the changes are going to make Oz run slower? I believe so. But another change is also that they are. But yeah, by the way, they removed some shit rewards from the boxes. They added the trading 100 broken box pieces for a shining ring box. For a chance of a level 3 and 4 skill rings, so that's pretty big. They added the ranking rewards, right? We went over those last time. Extra MVP experience buffs. The new special effects. Extra items in the store, but they also added the base timer to go to 20 minutes. They also stopped. They made it so that the time doesn't stop. Here, it no longer stops. So maybe the timer just keep on running, makes it seem like the runs are longer as well. If you have the time pausing in between all the floors, it can seem like the timer isn't that high up, but like if you do dojo, it's not 15 minutes, right? It's more like 20 minutes because of all the time, the transformation time in between the floors. But it could seem like they're slower because the timer doesn't pause anymore. No more RR 1 and 2? No, you'll still be able to get those from the regular boss boxes. Just not from those specific boxes that you get from trading in 100 destroyed pieces. And a cheaper upgrade for the boxes as well. So So we went over these skill changes already. I don't think they added anything. I don't see anything differently. This was all the same. I mean, I could do side by side, but for short term, I have a very good like passive memory, so I can remember this. It seems like they didn't change this at all from what it looked like, because this is the same video that we saw last time of the boss just like flickering away whenever you hit it, looking like a straight up epileptic seizure. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I just won't turn it on ever, probably, myself. It doesn't look good to me. Like I said, what I prefer is if they would be able to just layer the attacks behind the boss, or layer the boss in front of the attacks, whichever is easier. Rather than doing this, because it just looks like a hot mess to me. But maybe for some people it'll be useful. If anything, you just keep it turned off and you don't use it at all. No harm, no foul. If for a few people it works, then it'll be a plus. But yeah, I think they could have done some other stuff there. Yes. Changes on the slime. Changes with a will for phase 1. That whenever you swap, you're immune. And they got rid of the delay in the test trigger so that it doesn't like jump back a few seconds with every test. So yeah, some changes here. Special cores will no longer disappear when their duration ends. Yeah, we saw that. You can still extract them even if their timing has expired. Protect Asphera was a little bit changed. That's the extra daily that they added in Asphera. Again, that's months out for us, but at KMS that's already old news, you know? Reboot World's Guild Skills. So that's just a little bit of extra stat to the regular guild skills, not the noblesse ones, but to the regular guild skills. They did not change the price of the badges. A little bit weird to me. I think they're way too expensive, especially since Reboot makes in KMS makes way less money than us, and these are the prices for them. So if we get the same prices, then relatively speaking, it'll be easier for us than it is in Korea. And that being said, if you don't have any of these badges yet, which you're more likely to have none than to have 1 or 2, you're looking at 105 billion price tag to get the best in slot badge. And I confirmed with the GM. I also uploaded, pinned this comment on my last video, that these badges do get consumed when you make the weak one. So there's no resale 3 bill each, at least recovering 21 bill. That's gone too. KMS makes over 1 bill per 2 hours. They make the same mesos. If those are the peak rates, then they definitely don't make the same mesos, because in non-reboot we can make 2 bill in 2 hours if we have good rates. Yeah, KMS it has 5x the meso, we have 6x the meso, and we have spawn enhancers. So KMS should never be able to make the same as us. We should always be able to make more. So this one, I think this is still the biggest one. We already know these items, right? Extra pendant slot for a month. You can stack these, by the way, right? You can buy multiple ones and just stack them together. Extra character slot expansion, but then we have the 20 slot soul bag, 20 slots herb, and mineral bags. These are pretty much impossible any other way to get, and the other ones that you can get have like 12, 13, 14 slots, or 10, 11, 12. And these have 20, and you don't want to buy these too early because 50 mil is a decent amount of money. But once your character is somewhat funded, or your account is somewhat funded, 50 mil is peanuts. And this is a huge amount of increase in your inventory. This is a material bag. This would contain your boss crystals and your powders if you want to. 20 slots for that is kind of crazy. I don't know how you're ever gonna fill that up. This is your recipe bag, so all of the special recipes you have. I have one of these on my Demon Avenger, but that one has only like 8 slots, so this is crazy, crazy amount of space. And then chair and title bags as well. So for these combined here, these 3 combined, you can hold up to 5 in your character. So you could do 2 of those, 2 of those, and 1 of these. This one is probably not as necessary, so you could also do like 2 or 3 of one of these, depending on which ones you want to save more of. I think in general it's better to save more alchemy materials, so that you can use the powders and the flowers and the herbs and all that stuff. Not the powers, sorry, but the flowers and the seeds. And hold on to those to level up your alchemy on a low-level character by making the potions and stuff. And alchemy is very useful later if you want to be able to extract and fuse items. Yeah, chair and title bag. I think you can have 2 of each, if I'm not mistaken. And this one I think you can only have 1 of. And soul bag also only 1 of. How to get those badges? You can just buy them from the shop. But I mean, this is coming out in KMS now. So this is probably like 4.5 months out for us. So like February probably. Like mid-February, like early mid-February at the soonest. So yeah, it's a long way from now. Recipe box is quite nice. You could just have 1 character with the recipe box and just hold on to everything. Why is the badge better? Well, if you don't have the potential badge, the badge has I don't think I have one here, right? No. The badge has like the same stats as this one, like 7 all, 7/7, right? But it also has the extra 10% IED on it, which makes it better than the Crystal Ventus badge, because the Crystal Ventus badge loses all of its set bonus after a while. You'll be switching everything with Gollux and switching everything with Sweetwater stuff. So the Crystal Ventus badge and the cup are usually like the only 2 items that are left, so there's no set bonus going anymore. And if you have the 7-day Monster Parker and a 7-day badge together... oh, I don't have the 7-day badge here. But then if you wear both of them, you get another 10% IED for having both of them equipped as a set bonus. So the 10% IED from the Monster Parker, the 7% the 10% IED, sorry, from the 7-day badge, and then the 10% IED if you have both of them equipped. In KMS, that's best in slot. It has been best in slot for a while. In GMS, of course, a lot of people had potential badges, so that wasn't really on our radar. But in Reboot, because no trade, those things are kind of impossible to get on 1 character, so at least they made it available to people if they want it. Then, of course, the droplets added, 50 mil each. So no more waiting for event stores to go crazy and buy arcane stuff. And I think they were also added to the... yeah, just in the general shop, so not only in like Hennessy's potions shop, but like in shops in general. And then ability, we saw that in the video as well. So they changed the rates of getting the higher rarity lines in your inner ability. So if your inner ability is unique, instead of having 10% chance for epic lines on 2nd and 3rd line, you now have 30%. And again, we don't know 100% if these transfer over cleanly to GMS. GMS has still not released what their rates are actually on the inner ability. We don't know if they know. I've asked a bunch of times. A bunch of people have asked a bunch of times. But we still don't have official releases of GMS of what our rates right now actually are. So whether this is an improvement or a nerf, we kind of don't really know. I think when it comes to inner ability, I think we follow KMS, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Legendary rank, so instead of 5% for unique, 15 for epic, and 80 for rare, which is disgusting. You know, like your top rank is legendary, you have 80% chance of rolling a rare line. I think that's bullshit, honestly. So that's going down to 10%, or going up, sorry. 10% unique, so double the chance. 40% epic, so more than double the chance for that, and then 50% chance still for rare. So like 1 in 4 chance of still hitting 2 rare lines. But this is a pretty big increase in making it a lot easier. And as if you guys remember from like a few months ago, like 3 or 4 months ago, they did say that they wanted to make the inner ability a lot better, but that they were going to do it in increments so that every single change wouldn't change the value of how much faster you could do it by more than 10%. This is of course not to upset people who've already spent a lot of money, and to make it a more gradual transition, and also to see if they need to change something again, or if every, you know, if you do like 3 steps of improvement, if it gets to the point where you want it to be at, then you can stop. If you make one giant change and it's too much, you have to start nerfing again. People don't like that, rightfully so. It can become one big mess. So they're doing it in incremental changes. This is, I think, a very good change. So again, what does this mean? It means that if you are trying to min-max your last line, and you already have 2 of useful lines, and you don't even have that much honor experience yet, just save that honor experience forever. Your 3rd line is very, very unlikely to get anything good. You'll probably see 3 or 4 people who got crazy 3rd lines. I got exactly what they wanted. Those people are just insanely lucky. To give yourself the benefit, just wait until this change comes through to min-max on your 3rd line. Okay. Security, yeah, they did some stuff with lie detectors. We don't have those in GMS, so I can go over this pretty quickly. But yeah, there was some, some lie detector and trustworthy PC and second password entry and stuff. So none of that is going to apply to us because we don't have that system in the game. Yeah, here are a bunch of skill fixes. These are all pretty small from what I can see. Except for Trifling Wind from Wind Archer. That if you're like switching direction, that the arrows go to the right direction. And that seems to be about it. So Wind Archer quality of life thing a little bit. Nightwalker Darksight. Yeah, there was Shadow Jump that would override regular Darksight, which would actually reduce the duration. So they changed that. And if you use the Rapid Evasion, so if you use the backstep while using the Rapid Throw in Darksight, and move you backwards when you input the key once. Apparently there was a thing where people felt like they had to press the key like 3, 4, 5 times or something before it even worked, so they made it more responsive. That's basically what all that is. All of these are all just small changes, small fixes, so nothing super crazy about any of this. While dead, skills registered in pet auto buff will no longer be activated. I didn't even know that was a thing that they that they did activate. But there you go. I guess usually when I'm dead, I just res and go again. Guardian Slime. The Slime's weakness skill no longer apply to the following monsters. Troublemaker, Romantic Bomb, Halo, and Gold Slime. Regarding Slime was first added very recently, we made it so that the Slime's weakness still a skill did not apply. However, in order to remove the effect of a skill, it cannot be obtained currently on the boss difficulty. We have changed it so it does not apply to the other slimes as well. Okay. Fix an issue in normal mode when the Guardian Slime's HP went below 20%, the lasers will no longer hit. Remember when in H Lotus, the laser pattern on the ground wouldn't activate anymore when it was past a certain amount of HP? Oh yeah, sorry, I haven't updated this to the command yet. KMS. There we go. Small changes, small changes. A few lucid changes with the, so she doesn't split anymore. There's 2 attacks at once. That was pretty horrible when she used to do that. So it's a good thing that that's fixed. An issue where sometimes the illusion barrage pattern did not activate. So that's the Toho mode. Fix an issue where if you use the trumpet statue right before the start of the Toho, the UI would remain after entering the pattern. One thing they need to fix is sometimes when you cleanse, the attack still goes off. But I guess they're not fixing that part. See if there's anything important here. Fix an error in the spirit saver where sometimes the poison spirit was not visible. I feel like I heard people talk about that before. That's not a good one. Sphere Morass, these are just like small quest changes. For putting in points to the regular damage stat would not. There's a Maple Guide Hyperstat quest that requires you to put points in hyper. I didn't even know that either. Apparently that was broken. Flag race and guild PQ, that's all changing as well, of course. So a lot of stuff that we're waiting for to change there. So these are like changes upon changes. Some awkward item changes, small things. Doesn't seem like anything important. Thanks, Virgo. In Celas, Stars C6, using the character cluster would sometimes make you fall below the map. Well, that doesn't seem good. Yeah, these seem like just small changes. Small UI changes. Use a buff skill that changes stats while you had a symbol that could be enhanced equipped. The arcane symbol, authentic symbol, buttons, blinking effects would be accelerated. Oh, okay. Yeah, these are just some small thingies. 1.2.353 minor update. I rank Guardian Angel Slime, so that's the next boss we don't have yet. Where if the crystal droplet was destroyed by the Guardian Wave, you could not install another crystal at its location. Rip. Monster silhouettes will no longer be displayed while in darkness status. Oh, wait! You could use the. People were using the thing that shows the monster silhouette while you're in darkness, so they can still, know where the bosses are. No, that's kind of smart. If you use that in darkness and gloom, you can see where the monsters are, so you can kill them faster, so you can get out of darkness. You would see the player outline as well. What the fuck? Why is it actually here? In the seed 49, the same quiz will no longer be given. No, but it's 49? Is that the one with the music? Or no, that's the one with the big questions about your whole run, right? All right, the multi-pets, we talked about those last time. Royal hair and faces. I care not for this, but maybe you guys do, so, you know, feast your eyes. Look at these beautiful hairs and face styles. Wow, amazing. 49 is guess the monster. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it seems that they put all of the meme hairs and meme faces into the game. KMS people are actually pissed off. Because there were a lot of cool designs that they actually wanted in the game, and it seems that the judges just went for the jokey ones. Oh, here are the NX items that were designed with the... I think... Was it Olympian gold medalist or silver medalist? Of Korea in archery. It kind of does take you back to the old school archer with the little blue bow. That beginner bow was like full blue. You would hold onto that one for a while. EU needs some goo battle right now. You know when this update will come? For updates like these that are out of season, not summer or winter, typically the delay is about 4.5 months. That's no guarantee, of course, but let's like ballpark early February, something like that. What's with the multi-pets I skipped? These are just pets that are going to be available. They're going to be on sale. Well, it says on sale, but I think it means for sale. Like, these are... With Mezzos? No. It's still NX. It's still NX. It's just in the cash shop. This is all part of the NX updates. KMS's updates have a huge amount of NX usually. Speaking of NX sales, Cube sales. With some bonus. Some more NX outfits. Some orchids. Some chairs. Pop-out book chair. Wonder if they're gonna do one of these for all the regions. Got lots of mounts. You can trade your ChuChu tickets for various items. The tickets themselves are tradable as well. Wait, the ChuChu tickets is what you get from... ChuChu Cube Pack has 6 of each type of cube as well as 1 ticket. The ChuChu Royal Pack has 13 and 1 ticket. In Reboot World, you can purchase the ChuChu tickets separately for 12k NX. Okay, so you can buy 1 ChuChu ticket for 12k NX. And these things are 15, 25, 20, 10, 7, 2. Oh, these two, the ChuChu and the Road Adventure, are 2 tickets. So that's 24k NX. These are 20 tickets. That's 240k NX. Okay, interesting. Brilliant Fabric, 1 ticket, regular worlds only. Selective permanent riding coupon, 1 ticket, reboot only. Okay, so these are all 1 coupon, but 12k NX. Oof. That's steep, yo. That is a steep yo. But I mean, some people will get it. Some people love it. Okay, there's a tomato set with a lot of tomatoes going on. There's the fish in a net set. Imagine if we could trade symbols for other symbols once we max all of them. Wouldn't life be so great? Dude, you would max things out so fast. Oh, this is another video. Is this a long video? 30 seconds. Okay. Everyone's a cooking. They're stir frying it up. Some pizza. Amazing. And then we have a song. This is actually ChuChu. This is good background music for a guide, I think, on YouTube. You have just like quietly playing in the background while you talk about stuff or show. Well, even if it's just like a slideshow with text. This works very well for that. Maybe saw the ChuChu in there. Look at Lara. On Hoyoung's cloud. Available characters level 101 and higher. CMS Sandwich Shop. I hope that's soon, Butterball Chickens. I hope that's in October, I hope. Or late September or beginning of October. When is the current event ending? October 6th, yeah. I hope October 6th. Aww, cute. Show, she's making sandwiches. Wow, the woman in the kitchen making sandwiches. Very progressive game, MapleStory. Sandwich shop event will run September 9th to October 13th. This event is available to characters level 101 and higher. To add a deeper flavor to ChuChu Food Festival, Simia is showing off her cooking skills. Make sandwiches with Simia to get special rewards. The 2 buffs is later than that, yeah. That's like months after that, like 3 or 4 months after that or something. Well, probably like 3, if I had to guess. You try to see me at yeah, okay. See me, yeah, wow. That's easy to read. Alright, you got sandwiches. We have collected your daily limit for ChuChu coins. Oh, nice. Are we gonna go over daily limit? Are we gonna go over capping versus... capping coins versus capping points again? Is it time? Is it that gonna be that time again, chat? Oh, I can't wait. You can press the make sandwich button and see it's gonna be done once per day per world, and 4 sandwiches are unlocked per week. Amazing. Excuse me. For every sandwich you make, you receive 2 ChuRub coins. Oh god. The 4th, 8th, and 12th sandwiches will give you 4 ChuRub coins. Okay. You can trade your ChuRub coins for growth potions. Okay. A limit of 30 extreme growth potions from 144 to 199. The ones that give you up to 10 levels based on your level. A limit of 10. But you get 2 at a time, so I think that means you can get 20 in total, right? No, probably not. Otherwise you'll be able to get 30 of these. But then a limit of 5 and you can get 6. The fuck? You get up to 30 of these, up to 20 of these, and up to 30 of these? Okay. Oh, it's 6 coins. Right. You don't get 6 potions for 1. That would be weird. 6 coins and you can get up to 5. So 5 levels. Yeah, you can get to 215 to 220 and bump it up. You can get a shitty character that you get to 200 all the way up to 210 without having to level. If it has a bad 5th job. Demon Avenger. For example. You can acquire a total of 30 coins over the course of the event. Ah, okay. So you could buy like 2 of these. No. 1 of these. And then cap those out. And then buy 4 of the smaller ones. If you buy all the biggest ones, you're out already. You're immediately out with 30. The Toad Pet and the Fairy Bro Pet come out with 1 week auto buff. The week 1 Fairy Bro come out with auto buff. That's interesting, okay. So is this an upcoming patch for us or a new KMS patch? This is a new KMS patch. This is like months away for us. Go away. Insect. And we have, what is this guy? Tiru or something? Oh, the cheap delivery. Food delivery festival. Oh, it's a skill. Is it just kill monsters? PB and P-Dole. Oh, they have different names, I think. Kill monsters near a level, and it'll automatically activate. It'll fill up a bar, and then it will get those dishes that we showed. Or it'll show Mudo raging for more food. Every 200 monsters, there will be a fever time. Okay. Mudo strikes and smacks. Dessert food truck. Dessert. As the skill levels, new delivery chicks and types of food will be added. I see. Pedo, my favorite, yeah. Your favorite NPC? An area of Mudo growth, starting baby, toddler, kindergartner, elementary school goer. You have a tiny floating Mudo behind you like we saw in the video. We have a growth diary. For every 3,000 monsters you kill, 1 brown slot at the top of Mudo's Growth Diary becomes a green slot. Every 3,000 monsters. And then if you have it filled, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 30k monsters. And then you click, and then he goes to the next level. And then you have to do that 3 times. No, every time is just one. Every one is 1 level, I'm thinking. So if you reach the full bar 1 time, you get to this one 2 times, and then there's 3 times. Is what it looks like. And then this one will also give you the buffs. Ah, I see. Your growth stats are as follows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you get 1 of these every time. And then when you have all of them, you get to the next level. And then you can start working on the level 2s. So if you have them completely maxed, which means you will have killed 90,000 monsters around your level. Which sounds like a lot, but is not all that much. That is about... like for me, when I'm training, that's about 6 hours of training in the entire event. So... because I kill around 15,000 an hour. Yeah, so this seems like an insane amount. It's not nothing, of course. But this is kind of like a haste event, you know, where you have to do like those kills merged with a skill event. So if you have all of it max, you get 30% damage to regular monsters and to boss monsters, 30 IED, 20 crit rate, 20 buff duration, 10% experience, 40 all-stat, 40 arcane power, and 20 weapon and magic attack, and 2,000 HP and MP. So that's pretty similar, I think, to the Neo Force. Except Neo Force also had Star Force, I think. But other than that, I think it's pretty much the same. Very similar in any case. You can acquire up to 10 per week. Yeah, so you do have to spread it out. Becoming 30,000 monsters in level range to acquire up to 30. Oh, per week even. Damn. Yeah. So like if you just do your dailies in the higher level areas, that's 3,000 a day. So for 1 week, that's already 21,000. So you're already really close there. And you can get up to 30 skill points over the entire of the event, of course, because then everything is maxed. The weekly limit on skill points when you acquire 30, they will no longer be reset. That's fine. Once you use skill points, you cannot get them back. Oh, you get to pick which one you want to level. Okay, okay. So it's not like the first one, the second one, the third one. You have to pick which one you want to level. Okay. Right, and at skill level 1 you get 1 point. Skill level 2 you get costs 2 points. And skill level 3 costs 3 points. Oh, but you only get 30 skill points. Oh, so you have to choose. Oh, hang on. 30 skill points. Wait, it says... each level requires a different amount of skill points. So you need 6 skill points to max one out. Yeah. So you can only max out 5 of the 10 stats. Oh, okay, so it is a weaker version, because you have to choose what to level. I see. Hazy's 99,999 mobs. Isn't it more? Isn't it like 40,000 the first one and then 80,000 the second or some shit? But yeah, well, I mean, it's around there, right? I said 90,000. It's different though. Haste, like last time, it was just all one big event. Usually before, it's like 2 events, and then they like double it. But if you did the first week, it's less. You need 3 points to max 1. That's not what I read here. It says it has 3 levels for each stat, and each level requires a different amount of skill points. If all of them required 1 level, then this wouldn't be here. Each level does not require a different amount of skill points. It would make sense for me if it says like 30 and 30 and it's like 1-to-1 for everything and then be done. I don't know. Maybe you get more skill points as well. Well, no, yeah. They say that it only goes up to 30 skill points. I don't know. Maybe you have to choose? I guess we'll have to see the details later. That would suck. That would kind of suck, yeah. I mean... it's nice to have all of them, but you don't really need all of them, right? Like, depending on where you are in the game, you typically take either the top one or the bottom one. Let's take all three. You probably don't need the crit rate, but you could take that one. Only some people will need this. Most people will want this. And this is like fluff. The bottom part is all fluff, so. This is Tobin skills? Yes. More similar to the last Tobin skills is how I read it, yeah. You can right-click the Mudo to hide the Mudo that follows you. Okay. Challenge, fast hamburger eating competition. I thought people usually had hot dog eating competitions, but I guess hamburger eating competition. Lick, lick, lick. You're pretty serious about raising Muto. Don't you want to participate in the fast hamburger eating competition? Oh, is this going to be one where you have to cap points first before you can get in there? Manager have 2 minutes to attack the hamburger and french fry monsters. A total of 12 stages, and the next stage will begin when you defeat all of them. As the stages increase, the level, defenses, and health of the enemies will grow higher. You think they'll fix the Kuruma's or whatever the fuck it's called before this thing comes out? Or no? That's what we can expect from non-summer and non-winter? Yeah, it's not as OP typically. Each week you can register scores in up to 5 characters in the same world. You can acquire up to 1,500 points per week per character, and up to 7,500 points per week per world. If you get a higher score than the already registered one, the score for that character will be updated. Excuse me. All points collected by characters within the same world will be added up, and you can acquire 1 ChuChu coin for every 2 points. You can acquire up to 2,000 ChuChu coins per week per world. Wait, you can get up to 7,500 points per week? But you can only get up to 2,000 ChuChu coins, so anything over 4,000 here is kind of useless. If you get over 4,000, then that's your effort kind of wasted. Okay. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the character selection screen for the restaurant game I played with my mom. I want to say like Order Up, but that's not the name. Kitchen, restaurant, Overcooked. That's the one. Reminds me of the Overcooked character selection. Right? Doesn't it? Doesn't it kind of look like that in the intro? I know it was some kind of food pun, but forgot which one. When you accumulate a certain number of points, you'll receive bonus rewards for writings that will show your highest level characters in the world. Oh, you get like a food truck on one side, and it's like complaining truck on the other side. So you can park this one in front of Nexon's HQ. You can sell food off one side and send a angry message to them on the other side. Dude, what? Why is this character sitting in the middle, but there's no chair to the left? What? This character's at least sitting on the left side. They wanted to make the character so visible, but the design didn't allow for it, so they put the character in like the middle of the fucking truck. Did they go over multi-pets? What about them? There's just pets that are coming back on that are for sale. There's nothing with it. What the fuck is a multi-pet? It's just pets that are like designed to be in sets together. I believe if you equip all of them, you can get like a special effect to go off if you have all of them summoned, yeah. It's just that pets that came out as sets. Because they were like similar designs and they were released at the same time. ChuChu, going, shop. Coin shop. Aha, coin shop. Got it. I'm so good at... Holy shit, those are big eyes. More slots for skills? Yeah, that's before this. That's like in the... that's in a patch before this already. And that's for all pets. All pets that have the skill, the auto skill, skill enabled, will get 2 slots per pet. So in total you can have up to 6 buffs be auto buffed. That's coming together with some of the skills also changing to passive buffs in the last skill rework before this one. This guy is wearing a pizza outfit. With a bunch of 3s on it. And this cat is showing her butt. Okay. I mean, as cats do. Cats do that. They'll be cleaning themselves and then showing you their butts. So you can check that they did a good job or something. Yeah, so first we'll be able to put decent skills in the auto buff. And then pets will be able to auto buff 2 skills. Oh, and we'll be able to put decent skills into macros as well. But we still won't be able to put macros into auto buff, sadly. Just came home from a student party and the madman is still alive. Hell yeah, dude. I haven't been streaming that long today. Only 5.5 hours. Is this part of Maple Live? No, Maple Live is completely over now in KMS. This is like the first update after Live. So we'll probably get this like before Live, most likely. We talked about a Popo. 200 coins. Oh, here we go. Extreme growth potions. Nodes, scrolls, cubes, scrolls. Droplets and droplets, 20 each for Reboot World, alright. That's up to 40 total droplets. And then we have the Ringmeisters, Honor, Circulators, Legendary, just all the random stuff. I mean, not the random stuff, but the usual suspects. Arcane symbols, a limit of 100. That's a lot. That's gonna be a lot of coins if you want to do all of these. Ooh, 20, 40, and 60 also. If you guys remember from previous event, it used to be 30, 50, and 70 for most of these. So the other prices seem the same. So I think in general this means that the arcane symbols are a little bit cheaper and a little bit easier to get. Tips on leveling Demon Avenger to 210. Use level up potions. Or just don't do it. I say just stand in the middle of the map where the monsters are pretty close. And just alternate spamming Blast, 1,000 Swords, and throw out your Nether Shields. And just keep doing that. And you'll level eventually. Get to 205 and then go to Reverse City and you can get some decent rates there. How many coins per week? I don't know if they've said how many coins you can get per week. You can get up to 2,000 per week per world from this guy. But I think this is like where people are saying like I'm coin capping and then they're just gonna completely like ignore this guy. And whatever they're gonna call it the cap, but they're not gonna be including 2,000 coins per week, probably. Is what I'm guessing, but this doesn't really say what you have to do or how many you can get. Oh, and there's an outfit here. You can be a roll of sushi, you could be a hot dog, you can be a gummy bear, you can have a weird damage skin that weirdly doesn't look all that bad. The numbers are actually kind of clear, but also the colors make my eyes see weird things. Why does DA have a skill which kills himself? DA has almost every single skill that DA has kills himself. That's the whole thing. That's their theme, basically. They're cut my life into pieces. This is my plastic fork, basically. That's their motto. Damage skin box. Fairbro's Golden Chariot. So that's gonna go. They have the level up potions and the giant level up potion at the end. Imagine spending 3,000 maple points for one pass though. Crazy. Yeah, so here's all the things they get. Last one is a maximum growth potion voucher, so that's a free level up all the way up until 250. 100 sacred symbol. Oh, did I hover over that one? Was it here? Oh, here at the end. Then selected for arcane symbol voucher, 400 coins, a limit of 20. So they can do another 800 that you can randomly, not 800, sorry, 200 that you can randomly, that you can assign. And then selective authentic symbol voucher, 200, a limit of 100. Okay, that's pretty nice. That's 20,000 coins just to buy those out. Finally something in the event store that's useful for a high level character though. That's been a while. Yeah, right over that part. So we can get up to 100 extra symbols. That's pretty nice. That'll be like, well, by the time we get this, that'll be like a third of a level or something. But a nice boost nonetheless. That'll take our hotel maple. That's 20 days worth of dailies, right? Almost 3 weeks of progress. There's one skill that drains all the HP. Yeah, Frenzy, yeah. You can still lifesteal while in there, but yeah, it not only does it take away your HP, it also limits your healing, which is really nice. That skill is changing a little bit. In the future, Frenzy is not going to take HP from you anymore. It's going to deactivate when you reach 30% of your HP, instead of when you reach 1% of your HP. Maple Life has 125, so that's 225 with them together. Okay, that's pretty nice. Flames always useful for scuffing items. Oh yeah. You know, once you get decent flames, you'll learn to let flames expire. If you have 1 or 2 flames and all your items are kind of okay, let the flames expire. Don't use them, because the chance you fuck up your item is like 98%. Alright, that's amazing hair. Love it. Oh, different hair. Damage skins. Oh. Unit damage skins. New stuff. Cash of transfer. Korean nickname event. The M hat, the N hat, and the P hat. Party play unit damage skin. Fuck that. Oh, this one? The one with the blue letters for damage? Is that the party quest one? I see. I wish they wouldn't make crits have like some weird thing in front. Or if it does, I wish you could just turn that off. Because a lot of these damage skins look pretty cool, but then there's like the little punchy. It looks like you just punched someone. Alright, and then Sunday Maples, of course, as always in KMS, are not really announced early on. We're getting extra EXP and a Monster Park EXP. This is a good cluster though, because sometimes they do only this on a day, or they do only this on a day, and the rest of the day is just garbage. The fact that they throw those on the same day is kind of nice. Maybe that'll mean, you know, that all the other big Sunny Sundays, like Magnificent Soul event and Interobility reroll discount, all of that stuff. Hopefully there'll be more room to include those in there. Alright, yeah, so this stuff is expected This stuff is expected around February, so let me know what you guys are looking forward to, what you're excited about, what you are not so excited about. And I look forward to seeing your comments and stuff. So again, February, and this is live now in KMS. So hopefully you enjoyed going over that. Again, don't get hung up too much on this stuff. It's still going to take a while for us to get it. But when we do get it, I think it'll be nice. My personal favorite is the rework of the store. So like the droplets and all of the bags being included. Not a big fan of these badges. These are way too expensive in my opinion. But like all of these bags and the droplets being available in the store, that's easily the thing that I think is the best. No event rings. No. There are event ring cubes, but no event rings. No, it took my boomer brain quite a while to think of the word cubes. You think someone playing MapleStory would have that world like in the forefront of their brain. But yeah, we've been listening to the MapleStory Jazz BGM, by the way, if you're looking for that. I know some people may not have heard these versions of the songs yet. Maple Live had event rings? I believe so, yeah. I think even including the stronger event rings again, right? Including the Tenebris and the Glory. No, not the Glory. Yeah, the Glory. Tenebris, Glory, and Awake rings, I believe. When are Maple weapons coming back? I always feel that we don't really have a Maple anniversary unless there are either Maple weapons and or Maple leaves dropping. Without those, it never feels like an actual anniversary. But yeah, let's hope next Maple anniversaries. But you know, we have to wait until May next year for that. So fingers crossed for a while, I guess, Cycler. All right, but let me know what you guys think, and I'll keep you guys posted. Probably the next update will be the one for the next player conference. It said somewhere here that it'll be like on the 13th or something. So somewhere early next week, we'll probably see an update on that. It might take a while for them to have the actual discussion transcribed and before everything gets translated. So it might be at least a week before then. But that's probably the next thing we'll look at. So thanks for watching, and